What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today we're going to be doing some battles with the rental team featuring a Cud Chew Fire Tauros. Now, I know Tauros was really popular back in Series 1 and even ended up winning a regional back then as well. But of course, since, a lot of new Pokemon have been introduced in the DLC, through the Hisuian Mons, and also with the Paradox, as well as the Ruinous Pokemon, I know Tauros kind of ended up falling off a bit. But honestly, now that we're in Regulation E, there might actually be some really good uses for it too. I mean, it is an Intimidate Pokemon, which is the way that I know most people end up wanting to run it. But honestly, with Cud Chew, you can actually have some really cool tech too. So Cud Chew is an ability that was actually introduced in this generation, and basically what it means is that anytime you end up consuming a berry, after the following turn, you're going to end up, recycling that berry and end up consuming it again. So in this case with the citrus berry, once we get down to half, Tauros is going to consume the citrus berry, and then after the following turn, you're going to get that citrus berry back and you're going to heal up even more. So this Tauros, which has a bit of bulk in it, is actually going to stay on the field for quite some time. And if you're able to protect, as long as there isn't something like an Urshifu out there, and you can actually wait out that extra turn to get that healing, Tauros is going to be even more deadly. And then having something like a really strong stab move like Flare Blitz, it's going to take out a lot of ice types along with grass types and other things that are going to be a little weak to fire. And of course, High Horsepower is a really great move against electric mons, so if you end up seeing something like Iron Hands out there, it's going to be a really great move against it. And of course, it has Will-O-Wisp as another great way to really limit the damage of physical attackers. I mean, since this thing doesn't have Intimidate and it's got Cud Chew, you want to find a way to definitely limit the damage of physical attackers if you don't want to send Gyarados out there. So being able to have something like Will-O-Wisp is going to be really beneficial to be able to cut their damage output in half. And even if they end up getting a crit with that, the damage output is still going to be cut in half. It's just going to do more damage like a crit typically would. But either way, I think that's a really great status move to have on there to be able to limit that damage. And of course, again, Protect, which is really good because as long as you don't have something that can hit through Protect, on the other side, you're going to be able to Protect after consuming that Citrus Berry, so you can get even more heal up after that as well. And again, like I said, we do have Gyarados on this team as well that has Intimidate. So if you do really see a team full of physical attackers, I think Tauros and Gyarados are actually going to be a really good pair to put out there to be able to limit the damage with the Intimidate off the rip and then with the Will-O-Wisp on that first turn. So this looks like a really fun team, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to be able to do. And also a big shout out to my buddy Krieger, who's the one who allowed me to end up using this team. So thanks a lot, Krieger. I appreciate it, dude. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just tapping chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. Let's get into the battles. Oh boy, it looks like we're going to be facing one of those Dozo and Flamigo Co-Star strategies here. Well, that's not going to be great. However, still think that we can do some pretty good stuff here with Tauros, despite the fact that it does not have Intimidate, but do have, again, Will-O-Wisp. So that will be pretty nice to be able to limit the amount of damage they would be able to do, but still need to figure it out, though. That's fine, though. Here's what we're going to end up doing. We're going to go Tornadus and Gyarados, and then we're going to have, we're going to have Tauros, and we're going to have Urshifu in the back as well. Yeah, question is, are they, well, I mean, I would assume that they're going to go with the Dozo strat, because if they don't end up going with that Dozo strat, then you're going to have to bring either Flamigo or just either Dozo or Tatu. So, and there's Tatu. That's fine. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go for the Tailwind. Hammer Grass. That's actually going to be really good, to be honest with you. But let's try to go for the Waterfall over there. That's not fun. That's not fun. Get the Waterfall, though. Ooh, bringing it down to Sash, it looks like. Good damage. Appreciate that quite a bit. Ooh, the Draco over there. Good, Gary hangs in there. That's what you'd love to see. So perfect. We're going to have to swap out... yeah, we're going to have to swap out Gary here. Nothing wrong with that, though. We don't want to run, though. So here's what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up going for the Icy Wind, and let's swap into Tauros. That's fine. We're going to end up slowing them, or we should outspeed them. We're going to slow them down with Tatsu, I guess, but then we're going to end up knocking out, well, Flutter Mane protects, so never mind. My bad. Okay, we'll get the Icy Wind. That's going to be neutral over on Tatsu because it is Dragon type as well as water. Not bad. Lower that speed. They want to do the same thing. Can't blame them. It's a little unfortunate. Yeah, that means they're going to be swapping out... Yeah, they're probably going to be swapping out right here then. Yeah, because we have two... Let's go for the Icy Wind again. I would protect as well, just in case they don't swap out right here. Yeah, they don't. Okay, good. So we're going to make sure that we stay in there. Oh, we would have outsped anyways. Okay, my bad. Oh, that's right, because they were Sash and not Booster Energy, so yeah, we knew we were going to outspeed. My bad. Perfect miss on that. You'd love to see that. Alright, we're going to have to swap out... yeah, we're going to have to swap out Torn here. That's fine, because now we're going to be able to burn them with the Will-O-Wisp. And that's going to be extremely helpful. Yay. Okay. Sorry, gotta go through all the commander boosts. Alright, perfect. Let's swap into Gyarados. Let's Terrastalize, and let's try to go for that Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, because no matter how, I guess how hard they hit with like a potential crit, the burn is still going to be able to limit that damage. It's not going to ignore like the stat changes the way that, you know, a normal crit would. It actually still gets limited with its damage. I wish I could have actually went with like a Grass Terra here and actually used Grass Gyarados, but it's okay. Honestly, this is going to be more beneficial and it's really going to help more in the long run. We're going to get that Will-O-Wisp. That's going to go first. Perfect. And now they're going to be limited damage going forward. Wave Crash, that's perfect because now we resist it. Doesn't even bring us down to the berry, and because we're Cud Chew, we're going to be able to get the that benefit from that as well. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay here. Yeah, that burn! Love to see that. Okay, so that might be a bit of a problem though. Yeah, especially since our Tailwind is gone now. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, of course. I mean, thankfully we were able to get that one Intimidate, so they're only +1 with their attack. All that other stuff though, that's gonna be the problem. But let's do that and let's protect on Tauros. We just need to make sure that we can actually withstand this for Tornadus. Okay, that's not good because they're both moving. Wow. Wow, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. And the downside is they still get that boost with the order up. I believe. I don't think they patched that yet, did they? Oh, they did? Well, excuse me. Pardon me for kind of talking out my ass there. Perfect, though. Okay. There we go. They're never going to be at full health again. That's a good thing. So let's go Gary right here again. Dang, the dual wing beat. Alright, perfect, though. They go back to neutral. They're at... Oh, yeah, they're at neutral, too. Yeah. Beautiful. Alright, so let's go... I'm actually going to go Ice Fang up there. And just in case they go and knock out Gyarados, we're going to go with the Will-O-Wisp up there, too. Oh, dude, we would stand that. That is beautiful. Tauros, so bulky here. I love that. We get that. Perfect. Order up, that's fine. We should withstand this, too. Yeah, we definitely do. Ooh, and they're a defense one. Okay. Good. Ice Fang, that's actually decent damage, all things considered. And we hit the Will-O-Wisp, too. That's actually really huge going forward as well. Perfect. And now we pretty much just limited, yeah, again, pretty much all of their damage. So I feel pretty confident with that. That's beautiful. I mean, we didn't change their speed, but, you know. Alright, let's go with the Ice Fang again. I kind of want to go high horsepower over there, but honestly, I feel like I should protect. You know what we're going to do? We're going to Flare Blitz over there, too. Okay. Yeah, they did not want to deal with that because of all the damage and everything like that. The reason why I was going to just go with the Flare Blitz is because, especially with Urshifu in the back, honestly, I think Urshifu could have just taken care of Dozo itself, especially with like a Wicked Blow. You know, you're going to be ignoring the defense boost and everything like that. That thing wasn't doing too much damage, especially with the burn and at neutral. No, I think we're going to have that regardless, so good game. I know this could be a pretty tough one for Tauros because of the water, the ground, and everything like that. I mean, thankfully we do have the Water Terra, but we do potentially have to face hands. There are 3 physical attackers here that we can end up burning to, so that might be the key then. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to start Urshifu as well as... Actually, I changed my mind, I think. No, we're going to go Urshifu and Gyarados, and then we're going to have Tauros. And let's bring Flutter Mane in the back as well. Yeah, because if they end up starting with, whatchamacallit, Farigiraf or something like that, we can end up using like a Wicked Blow over there and be able to, you know, do our best to take that thing out. So that's going to be the plan. And there it is. Alright, now I will say the one thing that we might have to worry about, though, would be if they are Fairy and have Fairy Terra. What item are we... Oh, yeah, we're holding the Sash, so I'm okay with that. So we're going to go with the Wicked Blow over there. I'm also going to go with the Waterfall over there, too. Main reason being if they Terrasilize into Fairy here to avoid being knocked out by the Wicked Blow, at least we'll have something else to go into it as well to potentially, hopefully take it out. What's we got? High Hands. That's what it's going to be. Yep, and that Fairy Terra. It's okay, though. Let's hope this will do a good amount. That is not a good amount. Ooh, and the Rocky helmet, too. Good damage on the crit. Oh, man. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but, you know. What can you do at that point? So let's protect on Urshifu. Ah, gosh. I think I'll go into Tauros on this one. We could potentially get a burn on the next one, which would actually be extremely helpful, too. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad we stopped that. There's no fake out, but... Ooh, a hyper voice, though. Okay, that's going to be... Actually, you know what? That's going to be okay. It's not going to be that bad. It could be a lot worse, trust me. So let's swap into Gyarados here, and let's try to go... What are they? Are they have 3 for Trick Room? Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's do that, and let's just go for the Will-O-Wisp. I should protect, but... Now, it's possible that they do end up calling the swap out here, and they still go for the Wild Charge up into Urshifu's spot. But we're going to just pretend like that's just not going to happen. We're going to get the Intimidate at least. That'll be a positive thing. And the good thing is I think whatever move would go into Tauros, I think would end up allowing us to get our berry too. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Yep, we get our berry. And then we're going to be able to protect on this next one too with Tauros. And that way we would actually be able to... Let's say to actually be able to allow us to get that Cud Chew, to get that berry back too. Or not that we'd get it back, but that we'd consume it, you know? Okay, we only have 1 to Trick Room left. Or, I'm sorry, 2 to Trick Room left. Well, 1 more after this, pardon me. I'm gonna the double protect on this one. Let's waste a turn. Yep. Trying to think what the best course of action would be. Alright, that's fine. Alright, here's what we're going to do, especially if they're going to go Psyshock. There we go. Tauros, thank you very much. I'll back up to 134. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, is we're going to end up going for a waterfall over there. And we're going to swap into Urshifu, because Urshifu is not going to get hit by a Psyshock. Thank you very much, Dark type. So, we should ignore that, and then that would be their last turn of Trick Room. And, again, Hands is burnt, so I feel pretty good about that, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I think we could be in a good spot here as long as all of those things kind of go to plan, which it's a lot of things to you know, hopefully happen, but all of them not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah. Bye, Gary. It's okay, though. They take some damage in recoil, and they also, again, are still burnt. So, you know. Yep, there's the Psyshock. Doesn't do anything, thankfully, for us. see. Back to normal. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, we could just go Flutter Mane here. We can go Flutter Mane our Terra. Who's our Terra? I think it's Terra Water? Yeah, so I don't think we're going to be doing... Yeah. So we're not going to be doing that. But we will go for a... I'll be honest with you. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go for a Moonblast over there. And I bet you they swap back into Heatran. So I'm going to go with a... go with the close combat over there. Just in case they don't swap out. Okay, so they didn't. They didn't. That's on me. Wow, they outplayed me on that one then. Because I definitely did not expect them to do that. That's so much damage, too. Alright, what you gonna do here? Thank you, Flutter. That defense bulk, plus the burn, and all that really helped out. Can't believe I did that. Alright, that's fine, though. I should have doubled over there, actually. But either way, that's a lot of things. Alright, that's fine, though. Here's what we do. We're going to go back with a... what do they have in the back? I'm going to actually go Shadow Ball. Because if that is Flutter in the back... that's going to be super effective. So let's do that. Go with the close combat. And they're donezo anyway, so it's perfect. We pick up that KO. That's huge. That is huge. I love that. And then now we just got one more mon to deal with. So really, I think we're in a really good spot here. I don't see that being much of an issue now. Depending on who this last one is, though. Ooh, Water Pond. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna be, yeah, we're just gonna stay the way that we are. So let's do that. The only thing Terra Poison would do is make it so that we would end up, resisting Grass, but they would just be going Ivy Cudgel. So I feel fine just going Wicked Blow over there. Moonblast will take it to half. And Wicked Blow will just finish the rest of the way. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And thankfully, Tauros was able to get the, obviously the burn over on Iron Hands, which definitely helped to allow Flutter Mane to be able to survive on that one turn. Even though I misplayed that, but definitely glad that we were able to still survive thanks to Tauros. And then being able to get that Cud Chew to be able to raise its HP up high enough that I think we would have been fine, like, going forward if we had to bring Tauros back out there for that last one right there. I think we would have been okay, and could have potentially terrestrialized into water at that point to take one Ivy Cudgel, and I think we would have been fine the rest of the way. It's a good game. Well, looks like we're going to be having to face some Trick Room here, and that's never necessarily what we want to see, but we can definitely find ways around that for sure. So here's what we're going to do. Let's start with Urshifu. I'm going to bring Urshifu and... I think we can go Urshifu along with Gyarados here, and then we're going to end up bringing Tauros as well as Heatran in the back too, I think. Should I bring Flutter? Problem is that they set up Trick Room Flutters going to be taken out by one physical move, essentially. If not one, then two. Especially if one of those is Belly Drum, that could be a problem. But let's roll with this, and let's just, let's hope for the best. It's the worst that can happen, right? So let's see who they decide to lead off. I would imagine it's going to be like Sinistcha and maybe Snorlax. I only think that because maybe Redirect or Trick Room and... Oh, or a Rangaroo and Snorlax. That works too. Same thing, right? Well, at least we know that they're going to go Belly Drum here, though. Alright, we're going to go... Wicked Blow over there. And honestly... I'm going to go for the Waterfall into Snorlax, hoping that we can either flinch... or get them low enough that, you know, that's going to be a Rangaroo. We kind of knew that, though. Excuse me, never mind. Still works. Wicked Blow actually would have probably KO'd over there, to be honest with you. The good thing is, if they don't get a Trick Room up here, because we knock out, then we're going to have a pretty clear path to victory here. Because if they end up going with a Belly Drum here... And you can't protect away from... You can't protect away from the... Oh, man. Yeah, sorry. Urshifu's gonna take you out on this one, buddy. I'm sorry. Who comes out next, though? Ooh, okay. Well, while not ideal, still gonna be okay, though. Okay. Well, so you know when I said clear path to victory? Either way, let's go for the Wicked Blow over there. I'm going to go for the Ice Fang into Sinistcha. Nice. By Lax. I think we're going to be good to go here. Truly. Because this Ice Fang should do about a third to a half. About that. And there's that Trick Room. Okay. That's fine, because honestly, we got rid of who I thought was going to be the worst threat, you know? So I feel pretty happy about that. We still have our Sash intact, so... That's fine, though. That, honestly, is not that big of a deal. That's not great, though, but that's fine. We're going to end up protecting here. And I'm going to end up swapping into... I'm going to swap into Tauros because... Tauros. It's a Tauros video. May as well put it out there. Besides, it does have some pretty decent bulk. We have the chance to burn over on hands, which I think is going to be extremely beneficial. And then we're going to get another Intimidate with Gyarados. So, you know what? I think that's... whether or not it is the best thing to do, I think it's a good thing to do. So... do that, we'll protect. They're not even going to bother with a fake out. Yep, there's that Drain Punch. If I'm not mistaken, that is a Poison Terra on Urshifu. If I'm not mistaken. So I think that might be the right play then. So here's what we're going to do then. We're going to Terrastallize into Poison. We're going to go for the Wicked Blow into Sinistcha. And let's go for the Will-O-Wisp over into Iron Hands. And let's hope that that turns out to be the right move. Because again, Drain Punch and Matcha Gotcha would both be resisted at that point. Which is really good for us. And then we should end up, even if we get burnt here, I think we should pick up the KO on Sinistcha. Ooh, that's still a good amount of damage, though. That's why. It's okay, we should survive this handily. Very handily. Yeah, they do go back up to full? Well, not quite. It's alright. One of those was bound to miss this video. You know what I mean? One of those was bound to miss. So, you know what? At least it's one right here where I feel like we have this situation in control, you know? So I feel pretty good about that. And this should be a back out here because they're not going to be able to hit more than one at a time. So let's do that. Let's try Will-O-Wisp one more time. And let's call that a victory. That's what I'm talking about. Despite the fact that we ended up missing the Will-O-Wisp, it's still really nice to be able to have Tauros there to potentially threaten for a burn. And then, of course, if for some reason we wouldn't have gotten that move off with Urshifu over into Sinistcha, we would at least have had a super effective move with the Flare Blitz over there, and then we had the high horsepower to be able to take care of hands too. So, all in all, I think we had that one pretty handily wrapped up. Good game. So even though most people run Intimidate on Tauros, I still think that Cud Chew actually has some really good use as well. And being able to get that berry for a second time the turn after you consume it is extremely beneficial, and especially with something like the citrus berry that heals you up by 1/4 of your max HP, you're going to end up, over the course of those 2 turns, end up getting a half heal as opposed to just a quarter. And especially with something like this Tauros that not only has some bulk in its HP and a bit in its defense as well, but also has Will-O-Wisp, which really limits the amount of damage that physical attackers are going to be able to do. That means that you're really going to be able to take advantage of that. And being able to have really strong, like a really strong stab move like Flare Blitz on there, and another really strong move in high horsepower, Tauros is going to do a lot of damage while also being able to stay out in the field for quite some time. And especially if you pair it with something like Gyarados, which is Intimidate as well, those physical attackers are going to have a really, really difficult time against you. So if you guys are looking for something a little bit new and want to go with a Pokemon that was really popular back in Series 1, you can always end up going with Tauros. Put Cud Chew on it along with a Citrus Berry, bulk it out a little bit, and watch it actually do some really good stuff for your team. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And also a big thank you out to my buddy Krieger, who's the one who actually let me use this team. So again, Krieger, thank you very much. But again, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, and we'll see you guys next time.